out. They should have been on this call. So cool. Jumping into everything, guys. First and foremost, if you did not know, um, we have an event going on February 22nd, February 22nd in Atlanta, Georgia, guys. And if you guys saw the group chat, the flyers has been dropped in the group chat. Make sure that you guys save those. Make sure that you guys get the link. The link has opened up for the tickets for Lifestyle Elite Reloaded. Really fast. Drop some sevens in the chat box if you came out to the first Lifestyle Leap. If you made it to the first Lifestyle Leap, drop some 777s in the chat box. Just really fast. Drop some 777s in the chat box if you came to the first Lifestyle Leap. Okay, cool. Really fast. I want to bring up Travis real quick. Travis, really fast, bro. I know I want to bring you up, bro. What was the biggest takeaway that you got from Lifestyle Leap and the first Lifestyle Leap and pretty much, bro? Um, what was the biggest takeaway that you took from it, bro? You know, being that this is your first time actually going to an event, but you know, just quick 2, 3 minutes, bro. Let the people know that why they should go to the next Lifestyle Leap.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Yeah, thank you for bringing me up for sure. The event is really just about being around the energy. The people that are successful, that are gonna be having success in our industry, are definitely being at these events. You definitely have to stay close to the campfire because high energy breeds high income. And if you away from the campfire, then for sure you're gonna have low heat. You're gonna get cold, and you ain't gonna be able to move as fast. So you definitely have to stay close to the people that just, the difference. You have to sacrifice for where you want to go, and definitely just being there is, what's gonna get you there.
It's lit. Shout out Travis, man. Shout out Travis, 1,000%. That man is super consistent, man. And you know, like Travis said before you get into the call, again, you know what to expect at Lifestyle Leap. If you guys have not noticed, you guys are gonna have a Chairman 750 in the room, right? You're gonna have Mr. Bryce Thompson in the room. I know everybody saw that. I know everybody got hyped for that. I know I got excited for that. So Bryce is gonna be in the building, partnering with our organization. Not to mention you gotta have Mr. Nathan Samuel in the building as well too, including Riyad Jones and the chairman's of Retire Rich. So again, guys, you want to make sure that you show up, right? Not just because you want to show up for an event, but I'm telling you that you know you should show up, and I'm suggesting that you show up. The reason being is because, guys, look, it's one thing to be inside of a group chat and have connections to everybody, but it's another thing to meet the people that's in the group chat in person. Think, guys, the biggest thing is this, guys. If you're gonna be doing this for the next 6 to 12 months, or if you expect to, for this to help you walk off your job in 2021, think about this. You want to make sure that you show up because you want to meet the people that's in a group chat with you in person. And like Travis said, it's all about energy. Energy, guys. And it's all about energy. So you want to make sure that you show up. And again, this is the thing. Even if you gotta go broke, making it to Atlanta, Georgia, February 22nd, go broke. Guys, that give you plenty of time. That give you almost 30 days, I believe. But even if you got to go broke, if you got to take the Greyhound, and it's the thing, if you really believe in your goals, an indication of you believing is you will prepare for it, right? Preparation leads to you really believing in your goals. So if you really believe in your goals for 2021, you will prepare now to show up to Atlanta, Georgia. I know we had I talked about an event on the 30th. But that if you show up to that event, that's cool. But the main event you want to go to is the event February 22nd, right? Yeah. So I just thought I had to put that out there. I give you guys plenty of time to actually, get you guys tickets, plenty of times to actually to pretty much prepare to go there. And then again, the event is gonna be near the airport. So if you want to know, the event is gonna be near the airport, and at this time as well. So if you guys don't know, if you're building a business, events is the biggest momentum booster in your business. So the biggest thing is this, guys. If you guys get your not only yourself, but if you guys get bare minimum, over 10 to 20 people there, bare minimum, if you brand new, right? That's gonna put your business in momentum in the month of February, guys. That's gonna help your business have a quantum leap, right? Because it's not about what you can do, it's about what you can empower other individuals to do. So I just thought I had to touch up on that really fast. But the topic of this call is going to be about prospecting, guys. Let's talk about prospecting. How many people want to hear about prospecting, right? Drop some sevens in the chat box if you want to hear about prospecting tips, right? Because that's the season that we in, right? That's the season that we in. We're in the season of prospecting, right? We want to all know how to prospect, how to get better at prospecting, how to get prospects on the informational calls that's going on every single day, right? So I'm gonna touch up on the little things that I know, from my past 3 years of experience when it comes to prospecting. I'm gonna pass it over to my close friend, the GOAT himself, Mr. AB. So cool. So first thing that you guys want to write down is when it comes to prospecting, guys, prospecting is and when it comes to prospecting, one thing you want to understand is this, and what it is that we doing, it's all about the numbers. It's all about the numbers. It's a numbers game. It's not a feelings game. It's a numbers game. It's not a feelings game. It's a numbers game. And I'm necessarily gonna talk about cold marketing prospecting, right? Cold market prospecting, right? So understand this, guys. When it comes to cold marketing, prospecting, because I built my organization, all my success, and again, I want you guys to understand this. 90% of the individuals that's in my that's in an organization right now, or 90, or I would say 90%, yeah, 90% of the individuals, that I've been able to help throughout my 3 years, they were strangers. They was literally strangers. They all came from Instagram. They all came from Facebook. All came from Snapchat. Understand that you're gonna make more income with strangers than the people that you know personally. Why? Because strangers don't know you. They just see you for where you at and where you want to go. That's a fact, right? So when it comes to cold marketing prospecting, guys, it's a numbers game. This is the thing. One reason why individuals fail when it comes to reaching their goals with this, because you might have a goal to go platinum 150, platinum 1000, platinum 600, platinum 1000, but they cut their success very short in this. When it comes to the building aspect, because the system, the product works. 1,000% facts. We make money from this, facts. So they cut themselves short because they don't go through the numbers, right? They cut themselves short because they don't go through the numbers. Guys, this is the thing. A couple of key tips is this. When you're building your business, you have to build it off of hype. You have to build it off excitement. You have to build it off of hype, and you have to build it off excitement. Guys, to hit your goals, there's going to be a certain level of excitement you have to have when you're telling people about what you do. If you're not hyped up, or if you're not fired up about what you do, they're not gonna listen. You're not gonna have anybody show up to the op calls. And just to be, drop a 3 in the chat box if you're struggling and inviting your your list out to the op calls. Right? You hit them up, but they don't show up. Drop a 3 in the chat box. Drop a 3 in the chat box if you're struggling inviting out people to the op call. See, what that is, that's a lack of excitement. That's a lack of being hyped. Guys, this is the thing. Excitement kills skepticism. Excitement kills skepticism, and excitement holds posture. See, you have to have a level of certainty. This is the thing, guys. I want you guys to understand this. This is how people think. You guys have information on Bitcoin. 95% of the world on social media is thinking about Bitcoin. They thinking about, how can I make money from home? How can I bring in income? Hey, I just got my stimulus check. How do I invest? So what you have to be aware of, people are looking for opportunities. People are looking for ways to invest into cryptocurrency. They don't know what to do. So the thing is this, guys, you have to write this down. You have to position yourself as the expert when it comes to, Bitcoin, when it comes to crypto, when it comes to investing, period, what it is that we do. You have to position yourself as the expert, meaning this. You just have to know basic information when you're looking to prospect people about your business, right? You have to be aware of that, right? You have to be aware of that. 1 second. Cool. Yeah, you have to be aware of that. And just to mention real quick, and I'm gonna go back to that. Let me. I'm about to share my screen on my cell phone real quick. I'm about to give y'all some sauce, and you don't technically have to do it. Okay. Sheesh. Look, I'm about to show my screen real quick, cause I have to show you, cause this sheesh. How do I claim host on my phone? Claim host. Let me show my screen for just 1 second, real quick. And an example is this. I'm gonna give you guys an example. If you guys don't know, Instagram is a search engine. Instagram is a search engine. You have to understand that you have a network. Instagram is a search engine. So I changed my bio today because it's the thing. People that think those thoughts is going to attract to your page. So what did I say? I said, I educate on how to invest. DM profits for more information. And I put e-commerce, Bitcoin, money in minutes. I'm curious. What is that? Let me watch this man's story. So guys, since I've noticed since I put that, I've been getting, I don't even know what that is, but I noticed since I put that, I've been getting different faces that's in my network to watch my story. So what I'm saying is, guys, when a person comes to your page, don't just have anything in your bio. You have to be specific about what you bring to the table. How you gonna have a business? How you gonna have a six-figure business, or even hit your goal when it comes to platinum anything, if you're not positioning your guys? You have a network, right? I have 18K on Instagram. That's not really nothing, but that's a network of people. The network of people is looking for ways to basically bring in income and invest. So if I don't put in my bio, that I invest, or I educate people on how to invest, who's gonna hit me up? See, guys, you have to understand. And I'm gonna give you guys an example. Andre, I'm gonna use your page for an example. Andre. I ain't coming at you, bro, but I'm use your page for an example. Yes, okay, it's lit 1,000%. But Andre, you have 7,000 followers, bro. You have 7,000. I'm not coming at you, bro, but I'm talking to you. You have 7,000 followers. See, if people don't know that you educate people on how to invest into, certain things, how do they know what you bring to the table? Right? Drop a 3 in the chat box if this making sense so far. Right? And you guys don't have to be exact. Exact. It doesn't have to be exact to everybody else, but I'm giving you guys a scenario. Think about it. Guys, Instagram is not just something, or social media is not just something that you just post. It's not. You have to understand how people think. If they're watching your stories, they're watching it for a reason. If you have a business, let them know about your business. Guys, you have to be looking crazy until it all makes sense. You have to look crazy to the 7,000 followers you have, Andre, in order for it to make sense. See, you want to go platinum 1,000, that's 23 customers in your business. How are you going to acquire? Look, you have 7,000 followers, and it's 23 students, customers to go platinum 1,000. See, what I'm saying is you have to position yourself and understand this, guys. What do you bring to the table? Because if you don't be specific, people not going to know what you bring to the table. So I just thought I had to share that for 1 second. Let me get off my phone. All right, cool. Just give you guys an example, and it doesn't have to be exact. You guys can go to these, and this is the thing. You can go to these chairman pages, right? Go to these chairman pages and look what they put in a bio. Look what they post on a page. You need to duplicate the same thing. Why do I say that? Because this is the thing. Your network don't know them. You know them. Your network don't know them. So if you duplicate what they do, but do it in your own style, they're not going to care because it's helping you out and it's helping you thrive. Right. So I thought I want to, talk about that first really fast, but back to prospecting, right? Back to prospecting. And again, a lot of you guys already know the PS3. And the thing is this, guys, the professionals know how to go through the numbers. Amateurs focus on the feelings and the opinions. Look, understand this. If you got into this vehicle to get rich and wealthy, right? You got into this vehicle to get rich and wealthy. So you have to do things for a short period of time that doesn't make sense to get to places that doesn't make sense. Does that make sense? So what I mean by that is this. You getting started with this. Everything that you're learning is new. It doesn't make sense at first, but once you start doing it, it's going to make sense. So, if you're following the invite and everything, my biggest thing is this, guys. You have to put you need a little right? You need a little when you're inviting out. You need to put a little posture in your inviting out. And this is the thing, guys. It doesn't matter what you do. One thing I notice with people and anything, it doesn't matter the product. It doesn't matter what you do. You have to invite out like you have the best product in the world. The best product in the world. You have to believe in yourself and your product like it's the best thing that's out there and that it basically works. Right? Drop a 2 in the chat box of people making money from what you're doing. See, that alone right there to give you your confidence of sharing this with your network. That alone right there should give you confidence to share with your networks and to be excited about what you're doing. Because a lot of y'all trying to invite out, but your energy is so low. See, this is the thing. If somebody called me about an opportunity right now and their energy low, I'm not gonna listen to you. Why? Because you don't even seem fired up about what you doing. We only listen to people that's hype about what they doing. That's the biggest thing when it comes to inviting out. Everybody's gonna listen if you put a little energy into what you're doing. If you put a little confidence and put a little be a little aggressive with what you're doing, right? Because sales, let me throw that word out there. I'm sorry. Let me throw that word out the window. But it's all about the energy, guys. That's the biggest thing. It's all about the energy, posture, and confidence, 1,000%. If you haven't hit your goal yet, it's only because you haven't put energy into it. You haven't put that excitement into it. You're not fired up like I'm fired up. See, when you fired up like I'm fired up, or how me and McCoy fired up, that's when you're gonna hit your goals, guys. It's no secret sauce, right? So that's pretty much that, guys. When it comes to that's pretty much that when it comes to that. Another thing I want to talk about this. I want to talk about following up, guys. Another thing you have to understand. A person having, if a person haven't got, see, this is the thing what people say. They say I make a list, but when you're making a list and you're inviting out, if a person on that list haven't seen the information, aka been on the webinar or seen the video, they haven't got exposed to what you do. Just because you invite somebody out and they don't show up, that doesn't mean that you expose them. And exposure means that they seen a video or they seen a webinar and they got on the phone, and you did a 3-way call with your mentor. That's what exposures mean. So this is the thing. If you got to the point and you made a list and you say, hey, I've been through my 30 names, but only 3 people saw it, that's not exposure. You have to go through that list again and keep hitting them up until they're free, until they see the information. That's when you properly expose somebody, guys, because this thing, a lot of people stop when they make that 30 name list, but you haven't fully went through it because they haven't seen what you're doing, guys. And it's the thing. The biggest thing when it comes to knocking out your goal, you have to be persistent. If you're not persistent and you stop on the first or the second day, you're gonna go a whole nother week in 2 weeks and you're gonna say, hey man, I don't know why I'm hitting my goal. It's because you're not being persistent. You have to be persistent when it comes to your list, right? If you be persistent, that's another word for having belief in what you're doing. Persistence is another word for faith. Persistence is another word of I'm gonna get my goal knocked out. But if you're not persistent every single day, right, your goal is not gonna get knocked out, right? Hope y'all with me. So I want to talk about that. And then another thing is this, guys. It takes 3 to 4 exposures for somebody to get started. So when you expose somebody to what you do, you want to make sure that you get them plugged into the trading calls that's going on in the group chat. So if you see a proper risk management call or products call going on, if you're somebody that's building a business and you have in the back of your mind that I have to get my goal knocked out this week, you want to make sure that you get those individuals plugged into the causes going on. You want to keep exposing them. You want to keep exposing them until they get started. And the reason why you want to do that is because, guys, people only get started when they're educated on what you're doing. I'm going to say it again. People only get started when they're educated on what you're doing. The only reason why a person doesn't start is because they don't know. Because they don't know. If they knew what you knew, they would be doing what you're doing. Guys, write this down. People don't know what they don't know, and they don't know that they don't know. People don't know what they don't know, and they don't know that they don't know. Your network don't know what they don't know, and they don't know that they don't know. They don't know that it's somebody that's making $750K a month, right? They don't know that you're connected with 6 and 7 figure earners. And it's okay. They don't know that they don't know. So what you have to have in the back of your mind is they don't know what they don't know, and they don't know that they don't know, right? I hope that makes sense. But again, it takes 3 to 4 exposures. So you want to keep them in a funnel, guys. One thing that I got very good at when it comes to me, prospecting, guys, and I did it unconscious competent, guys. With people, I would genuinely build relationships. I would literally send them, if I listen to a personal development video in the morning, I would literally send those videos to their phone. So look, guys, I would listen to a video. I still do this to this day too. I literally still do it to this day. if I'm listening to a personal development video or doing anything, guys, I'm going to send that to my prospects that I prospected, because I want to let them know that I'm coming with value every single day. See, write this down. When you intentionally add value to people on a daily basis, that builds influence with them. Influence gets people started with what you're doing. Influence. See, when you add value to people on a every day on an intentional basis, right? Hey, this is my list. I expose them. Cool. Let me hit them up today. Let me see how they day going. Let me send them this biopractic video. Let me get them free value. When they do that, they're gonna get started because they're gonna look at you with the perspective of, okay, cool, I can trust this person. Because understand this, nobody is going to buy from anybody that they don't trust. Nobody's gonna buy from anybody that they don't trust. So what if I told you that the people haven't got started with you because they don't trust you yet? Build up your credibility with your network in order for them to make a decision to want to join you. Right? If you with me, drop some threes in the chat box, guys. And I'm about to go ahead and pass the torch. Right? Drop some threes in the chat box if you get in value. Drop some threes in the chat box if you get in value. Right? Guys, you look, I have to say it, but look, you have to boss up. Guys, how you want to be a leader and retire your family, but you can't be, guys, you have to boss up. You have to boss up. It doesn't matter what you do. People gonna respect you because you're confident in what you're doing. Right? So that's that. Another thing I was gonna say is this before I bring up AB. Whenever you're trading every day, going for your 5 to 10%, guys, make sure that you go Instagram live and you put your phone in a camera like this and show them that you're making money in minutes. Because when you're doing that, you're gonna show them how easy it is to make money. Guys, they're on the outside looking in, not the inside looking out. You're on the inside looking out and expecting them to understand what you're doing. No. So every time, if you really trading every day, if you really plugging into your education, if you really making money, like you say, you earning, making money and profiting, when you go live, we use Cash App 2.0, go live on Instagram or Facebook and show them how easy it is to make money in minutes, right? Even if you're on a demo account, right? Show them how easy it is to make money. And once you make $180 in a minute, yo, that's somebody's weekly paycheck in a minute. Right. And then that's what's piquing people's interest, guys. That's how you pique people's interest to what you're doing. You're not lying, because when they come in, they can really do that. Right. So, guys, these are a little couple. These are a couple tricks and the little things and little tips that you guys can use in order to knock out platinum 1000, or to knock out platinum 600, right? Even though you can do that with your warrant market 1,000%. But I get, individuals hitting me up all the time, asking me about advice when it comes to prospecting. Prospecting is just a numbers game. If you have a big list, you're gonna have big results. If you have a small list, you're gonna have small results, right? You're gonna have small results. So if you can't make a list of 200 to 300 names, and you want to go platinum 1,000, platinum 600, it's not gonna happen. Right? So you need to, again, think big, guys. That's what it's all about, because you think it's small is going to be the result of you not getting to where you want to go. You have to go through the numbers and you have to be consistent and show up every day. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to also drop a video in the New Era group chat on how I talk to people as well too. And I'm gonna leave you guys with these 3 things real quick. You want to write this down? Well, matter of fact, I'm gonna give it to AB. But I'm gonna drop a video in a group chat for you guys to save, and you guys can look, see how I actually talk. But it's all about relationships and communication. So, 1 second. Okay, cool. So what I'm gonna do, guys, I got a lot more sauce, but I don't wanna overcook the grits on my end. I have a lot more stuff, but I'm gonna give it back to Ed. I'm gonna bring up somebody who I have a stupendous amount of respect for. Honestly, this individual is he's a go-getter, right? He's a chairman. He's a servant leader 1,000%. I done seen this man sacrifice so much, guys. He's been in the organization well over a year, guys. I went to high school with this individual. His mom was my French teacher, right? His mom was my French teacher. She was the only person that believed in me when I first got started with this. But to see where he's at right now, guys, honestly, honestly, like it's definitely inspiring 1,000%. And to just know that, in a couple of months, guys, he's gonna have an organization well over 1,000+ people in 2021. I'm gonna say it again. You guys seeing him now, but give it a couple of months. He's gonna have an organization and he's gonna be leading over 1,000+ individuals and inspiring so many people. And he's only 20 years old. He's only 20 years old. I'm not saying this to hype his name up or anything like that, but guys, he's one of the most consistent individuals that I ever met. If it's in this thing, he knows everything. Well, he don't know everything, but he knows a lot of stuff, right? He knows a lot of stuff. This is my right hand man. This is somebody that you guys want to stay connected to. You want to follow him on Instagram. You want to hit him up in a group chat and get to know this individual because, guys, he's connected. He's well connected. He's well respected, and he knows what he's talking about. So, with that being said, I want to give up to the man, the myth, the legend himself. Future C10. Let's drop some C10s in the chat box for this man, please. Let's go ahead and send him that energy. Let's drop some C10s in the chat box for this GOAT, right? Chicago. All right, cool. I'm gonna pass it over to you, bro. Take it away, AB. Let's get it.
Yo, what's going on, family? Can you all hear me okay? See me okay?
Yes.
Okay, cool, awesome, family. So I do have to apologize. I'm actually in transit right now, on my way to, the workplace, you know what I'm saying? But definitely got to give it back to my guy, JBL. So much value, bro. I definitely got a lot of notes just from what you were saying, man. And I just want to piggyback off of that, guys. Everything is really possible. Everything is there. The system is in place. Everything really works. It's just a matter of, are you working it? And most importantly, are you confident about what you're doing, right? Are you confident in the opportunity? Are you confident about your ability to actually put people in a position to win, right? And that's really what it comes down to, guys. So, definitely got to give it back to JBL. Servant leader, definitely appreciate you, bro. I wouldn't be where I'm at today if you didn't pour into me so much and have the vision to know where we're going with this thing, man. So I got to give it back to you. But yeah, guys, I'm not going to overcook the grits. He definitely, man, he gave us a lot of sauce, guys. He gave us a lot of sauce. So I'm not going to overcook the grits. But what I do want to do is really give some perspective to some of you all, right? I want to give some perspective because for those of y'all that don't know my story, I did not come into this and say, hey, you know what? I want to go chairman, right? That wasn't me. I started out, if you guys, some of you guys that have been around for longer, you guys know, I was not a builder for a very long time, right? I was not someone that was interested in building like at all, right? I didn't want to do it like at all, guys. I came in and I strictly wanted to learn how to trade. I was only really interested in just learning how to multiply my money. But I saw JBL actually came into the organization right at the tail end of him being a Platinum 2000. And I saw the leadership, right? I saw the servitude. I didn't even really know what Platinum 5000 meant when he did hit it, but I knew, I'm like, man, he's definitely impacting a lot of people. And it wasn't just the income. He was really putting people in a position to really be successful, guys. So, just seeing that, it definitely inspired me and just opened the door for me to really see that, hey, you know what? I can get my bag and I can also help some other people do it as well. And that's what this thing is really all about, guys. It's not just about, what you're able to do, but you want to ask yourself, how successful are you if you're not putting others in a position to succeed you, right? How successful are you if you're not putting someone else in a position to succeed you? Okay. So what you want to do is really just have that mindset of, hey, you know what? I'm going to build this thing the right way. I'm going to find ways to actually give value to others, even when it doesn't directly benefit you. But I promise you, the more that you lead, the more that you serve, that's actually going to accelerate your process, guys. So, what I really want to do is share my story, kind of how things happen with me. So, for those of you that don't know me, like you said, my name is Aaron Bell. I'm actually 20 years old from Chicago, Illinois. I actually went to high school with JBL, and I actually met him through my mom. That's the funny thing. So, I've been knowing him for a long time, but, how I actually got interested in this was I definitely want to, really get my bag. Right? I wanted to multiply my money. And once I got started with this, I really took trading extremely, extremely seriously, right? I really gave a lot of focus to that. And after some time, I want to say about around like maybe the 5-month mark, that's when I was like, hey, you know what? Let me get super serious about building. I hit P150, but, I wasn't really serious about it. It was kind of like, hey, I got 3 people. Let me just do it. I wasn't really interested in anything above P150, but it was after I went to my first event in January of 2019, right? Actually, no, 2020, right? That's when I actually got the desire to want to build the business. Okay. Actually, after seeing Justin Owens, seeing David, seeing Riyadh, seeing all of the people that really inspired me, it really gave me that motivation to say, hey, you know what? let me be that leader. Let me be that figure that can step up and help some other people to be in a position to succeed. Right. So after that, I came out of it and I was like, yeah, let's run this play. I want to actually build this business to a chairman level. Right. And I actually gave it some time. Fast forward, I actually ended up hitting P600 in March. Right. I hit P600 in March. But here's the thing, I was a P150 for about 5 months, guys. I was a P150 for 5 months. And I know some of you guys are looking at your process now and you might be saying, hey, man, I've been stuck at this range for X amount of time. You feel like you're stuck. You feel like you're not moving. You feel like you just kind of been there and you're not really accelerating. Drop a 3 in the chat box if you've ever felt at some point that you just couldn't get over that hump, right? Let's just be transparent, guys. I'm going to drop some 3s. If you just felt like, man, I can't really get over this hump. What is it? There's some missing piece. You know, I really want to get to the next level. I feel like I'm doing everything I need to be doing, but I'm not quite there yet. All right, drop some 3s in the chat box. All right, that's all of us to a certain extent, right? So the biggest thing is you want to ask yourself, what are you doing to really grow your skill sets, right? What are you really doing to grow your skill sets? Because as you're becoming more proficient at the skills, you're going to find yourself being more successful in this business, right? The reason why I was able to actually go from P150 to P6 is because I mastered the basic concepts. I went back to the drawing board. I said, hey, you know what? Let me learn how to prospect, present, and promote. Right. I went back to the basics. And when I really started to get better at those things, once I fixed my posture, that's when I was able to attract more people and I was actually able to level up. Right. And the thing is, from that point, once I got that blueprint, guys, I just ran, you know, and it wasn't too much of me having to ask myself, you know, do I want it? Do I not? I knew what I wanted. And I knew that we had a system that was going to allow me to really help others to accelerate just as fast as I was. Right. So as a result, you know, I never really spent, I don't think I spent longer than about 5 weeks at a rank, all the way from P6 up until P2, right? I actually went from P150 to P2 in about 4.5 months, guys. 4.5 months. And the reason that was possible is that I really adjusted my posture. So the thing is, you might not be stuck because you don't know what to do. You might be stuck because you're not really displaying the posture that you want, right? The posture that's needed, the posture that is going to attract the next 3, 4, 5-star person into your business, right? Because here's the thing, you attract what you are. So how you expect to attract someone that's a leader, someone that's confident, someone that is really willing to serve others if none of those traits are within you, right? It's really hard to do. You can't really do that. So as you're growing yourself, as you're becoming more proficient, now you're going to start to attract those people. Now you're going to start to attract those individuals that say, hey, I see the vision just like you do. And not only am I willing to do the work and run the play, but I'm willing to actually duplicate this. Okay. Because it's not about, you know, who's joining your business. You know, if you build this business to a high level, you understand it's not about the numbers. It's not about, okay, I have X amount of students joining. It's about the leadership. Okay. Because you can't look at the numbers and assume that you're going to be somewhere just based off of, oh, okay, I have, you know, let's say for Platinum 1000, you have 12, 12, and 6, right? Or you have 9, 9, and 5. That's cool. But you have to ask yourself, what leadership is there? Who's up next? Who's taking my spot? And once you have that mentality that you want to duplicate yourself, that's when you're going to actually get into the next level, guys. That's when you're going to get to the next level. So as it pertains to prospecting, guys, I just want to touch on that a little bit more just as JBL was on. Basically, what you want to do with prospecting is you want to take the time to really identify who has an issue that you can solve. Okay, we all know somebody in our network that's complaining about, you know, I want to be out of this job. I want to be in a better position financially. We all know these different types of people, but you have to ask yourself, are you putting yourself in a position to help them? Right. And once you do that, that's when you're going to start to see, because, man, I see this all the time. People are like, oh, well, you know what? I would have talked to such and such, but, you know, I didn't think that they would join. Right. Oh, yeah, I never thought to hit them up. And that's the biggest mistake you can make, guys. You can never make those judgment calls because the one person that you expect to join your business, they might not even be interested. Right. They might not even be interested. But likewise, on the other side, that one person that you say, oh, yeah, they're not going to do it. There might be the person that actually comes in and brings in 50, 80, 100 plus people into your organization, right? I've seen it with my eyes. So you got to really just have that mentality. I'm going to pull up, I'm going to present this to people. And you just got to constantly be exposing people to your business, guys. You got to constantly position yourself, like JVO said, as someone that's able to provide solutions. Okay. This business is not really about, just, who's coming in, but what problems can you solve? As a leader, are you able to become a problem solver? Are you a critical thinker? Are you able to provide solutions, not just for people outside your team, but people on your team as well? Okay, because your leaders are going to duplicate what they see you doing. All right. So as it pertains to prospecting, guys, you just want to really get back to the basics. The number one thing is you want to make sure that you're going through your warm market first. Right. I see a lot of individuals, they try to step over this process. You want to make sure that you're starting out with your warm market first. Reason being is it's a lot easier for you to get your foot in the door and to really get a part of the system, right? When you're able to practice on people that actually like, care, have a lot of respect for you, versus if you're talking to someone that you just met and you're not as solid, you're not as confident, you're not someone that has as much experience, it's going to be a little bit more difficult for you to really provide the value that's needed to maybe push that person over the edge and say, hey, let me get this a shot, right? So you just want to really start out at the bottom level. You want to start out just really practicing and doing your best, giving it your all, guys. You don't have to be a professional. I tell my leaders this all the time. You don't have to be a professional trader. You don't have to be someone that has crazy results. It doesn't take anything. It doesn't cost anything. And your bank account doesn't even have to be overflowing for you to be confident, right? That's all it really takes. If you're able to be confident about the opportunity and what it's able to do, and to really show results, show people, hey, this is a viable solution for life, right? We have a vehicle, guys, where you can literally make hundreds of dollars in minutes, right? Now, understanding that, you should have all the posture, all the confidence, all the swagger in the world. And you're going to develop that over time as you are getting better, as you are going through the reps, right? As you're going through the reps. But that's the most important thing. Can you put the reps up? Can you move from loss to loss, right? Or not even loss to loss, but no to no, right? Disappointment to disappointment. People saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna get started on this date, but pushing it back. Can you move over that time and time again with no loss of enthusiasm, right? And if you can, that's what's going to lead to your long-term success, family. So you guys want to just make sure that you're definitely getting good at the skill set of invitation. That's probably the most important thing, right? Inviting is one of the highest paid skill sets in the world. And especially as someone that's looking to get into being a business owner, that's going to really help you out. It's going to get you into a position where you're able to really launch yourself forward. All right. So you want to make sure you're studying those basic skill sets and really just maintaining posture, guys. That's the biggest thing. That's really the biggest thing, guys. So if you can do that, you're going to see yourself taking off at an exponential rate. And it's really going to help you out. Even, just getting crafty, guys, you got to understand the power of leverage, right? This event that we have going on, February 20th, Lifestyle Leap Reloaded. You guys want to make sure that you're getting prospects there, right? Because if you're doing that, that's actually going to get people to see, hey, it's way bigger than just you. Okay, it's way bigger than just JBL. Okay, JBL's been talking about this Forex thing, money in minutes. But man, I see C. John here. I see Riyadh. I see, Wealthy Pips. I see all these different people that are having high levels of success. Imagine what that's going to do for someone's belief system, right? Imagine what that's going to do and really put them in a position to think outside the box. Okay, that's what's going to get people to say, hey, let me actually look at this from another perspective and try something new, right? So you just want to be a master of leveraging, guys. But, that's pretty much everything. I just wanted to touch on a few things. JBL definitely gave us a lot of sauce, guys. And, the biggest thing is you want to make sure that you're just moving forward. Always move forward. Track the numbers. Look at everything as a statistical game. That's it, right? I know that if I'm an NBA player, if I take a certain amount of shots, at least X amount are going to go in, right? So if I'm LeBron James, I think for his career, he's shooting about 51% from the field. So if he's taking 10 shots, generally he can expect that at least 5 are going in, right? If he takes 50 shots, at least 26 are going in. The same type of way, when you're building your business, you want to look at it from that perspective. What percentage are you shooting from the field, right? And the sooner that you can find that number, the quicker that you're going to be able to put up more points, guys. And that's what really wins games. So that's pretty much everything. I don't want to overcook the grits, but, I do appreciate you guys taking the time out. And I really can't wait to see what the next level looks like for everyone on this call. So, you know what? I want to hand it back to JBL. But before I do, go ahead, drop some fire in the chat box if you're going to be seeing your next level within the next month, right? Within the next 30 days. If you're just going to go into a whole nother flow, right? You're going to be in that flow state. You're going to get to that goal, whatever it is, whether it's P150, P6, P1, right? P2, chairman, whatever the case may be. If you're going to be there within the next 30 days, drop some fire in the chat box, guys. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go. Awesome, guys. So with that being said, I do want to thank you all. If you have any questions or if you want to hit me up personally, definitely follow me on Instagram at it's AB. I'm definitely open to help and work with anybody. So let's get to the top, guys. And I'm handing it back to my guy, JBL.
It's a movie. AB just dropped the bomb. I don't want to overcook the grits. But I do want to say this real fast before we hop off. If you're not platinum 150 yet, drop a 2 in the chat box. If you're not platinum 150 yet, I do want to see where everybody at. Cause yeah, you screaming P2 chairman. Where everybody at? Drop a 2 in the chat. Let me stop this recording. All right, AB, make me host again, bro. Make me host. Drop a 2 in the chat box if you're not platinum 150. Sheesh, we have a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that everybody? I believe it's 7 people before we hop off. 9. Sheesh. Okay, that's drop a 10. Sheesh. Really fast before we hop off. We got like 2 minutes. Okay. Sheesh, that's 11. Okay, that's 11 people. So 11. So what I'm seeing now is this. So we have 11 individuals that's not platinum 150. See, guys, check this out. If you're not platinum 150, what that means is this. You haven't went through your warm market. Guys. You tonight. Because I don't want you to be plugged into a group chat and be plugged into a community where individuals are actually thriving, and you just in the same place. If you're not a platinum 150 yet, tonight before you go to sleep, memory jogger. You want to look that up on Google. You want to create a new list, right? And you want to create a new list of about again 30 to 50 names again if you're not platinum 150 yet. Because every great leader was once a platinum 150 in this, right? So let's focus on that before we talk about platinum 600, right? So you want to create a new list tonight, and if you have the belief, and if that's something that you really want to get done, send that list and drop that list in a group chat in your respective group chats to see who's serious, and send it to your mentor as well too, because yeah, you can ask for their help, but how they gonna help you out if you don't take you can't really get the goal knocked out if you don't have a list. So that's just getting out your comfort zone. So you want to do that again. If you're not platinum 150, let's focus on knocking out platinum 150. Tomorrow's Friday. Let's focus on knocking out platinum 150 by Sunday. By Sunday's team call, even though that gives you guys 3 days, right? So by Sunday's team call, it should be a lot of people getting celebrated, right? Because that gives you 72 hours to be able to get it done. Right? If you're going to get it done, drop done in the group chat. Drop done in the chat box if you're going to do it. If you're not going to do it, don't even drop anything, because that gives you 72 hours to get it done. Let's focus on that first, right? That's the A-type goal, right? So, again, that's the A-type goal. Drop a 3 in the chat box if you're a platinum 600. No, drop a 3 in the chat box if you're not. No, drop a 3 in the chat box if you're platinum 600 really fast. We about to wrap it up. Drop a 3 in the chat box. Because a lot of individuals not platinum 150s, I can tell you guys stop. You stop too early. You stop early. You stop being persistent with your list. Drop a 3 if you're a platinum 600. How many platinum 600s do we have on the call? Okay, we got 2. Just 2? Just 2 platinum 600s. Okay, cool. Platinum 600s. You need to make a list of about 200 names. 200 names, right? You have to make a list of 200 names, tonight before you go to sleep, or tomorrow. And, because you can't go platinum 1000 without a list. You need a network. And if you don't have a network, you can be listening to all the personal development in the world. That's cool. Listen to all the person. But if you don't have a network or a list of 200, 300 names, because everybody that went platinum 1000 did it. You have to do that in order to go to the next level, because it's a numbers game. Some will, some won't, but yeah. So that's that. If you committed to making a 200, 300 name list, if you're a platinum 600, drop a me in the chat box before you're going to wrap it up. Drop me in the chat box, because let's see who's really dedicated to what they're talking about. right? It's entrepreneurship. Come on. Come on. Right? It's entrepreneurship. Come on. This is going to force you to get super uncomfortable, right? So with that being said, guys, it's everything. Let's have a productive night. And I'm going to see y'all tomorrow, guys. Let's get it. And I'm going to see y'all at the banks.